This is the Talk Tonight on CBS 5. Presidents Obama and Clinton honored the late President John F. Kennedy today at the gravesite at Arlington National Cemetery. Taps was played and the crowd was silent as they stood around the eternal flame at Kennedy's gravesite. This week marks 50 years since the assassination in Dallas, Texas, and those who were alive on that day are really all looking back, and that includes our Jim Kenyon, who's here now to recall that day back in 1963. Thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You and I have never talked about this.
Well, who talks about something that took place 50 years ago? You weren't even alive then, right?
I wasn't. Let's take me back. That day, you were in school around what grade level?
I was 14, so I was in 9th grade at the time. I remember the teacher coming into the classroom. She was very sheepish looking, and she said, class dismissed. We don't know when you're going to be coming back. You got probably at least another week off. My initial reaction as a kid was, oh boy, you know, we're off from school, so I was joyous.
The gravity of the situation had not hit you at all in that moment, even though the teacher was clearly worked up.
Yeah, I didn't really feel it until I ran into my sister on the way home, and she was crying, and she said the president had died, and that didn't really absorb into me yet. And then when I got home, it was all about what was on television, and my mother was upset. My father was very upset about it all, and it finally was getting to me. I mean, and it was a kind of an important moment in my life in the sense that I realized how childish I was being, and now a current event was making me grow up, and that's what happened there.
Everyone was glued to the television.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was the first time in American history where it was just all about the TV. Do you think that shaped what you ultimately did for a career?
I think it put me on a track. I mean, you were watching that, and then there was always the debates. You know, you saw you were seeing things live on television. Mm-hmm. The killing of Lee Harvey Oswald by Jack Ruby, and the funeral and all that, and then all the conspiracy theories coming out. And me and my friends, we'd be talking about it for years afterwards. And I guess that got me involved in the idea of current events. I started really looking at current events as something to do. And back then, that was a current event.
For sure. I'm struck by, as I read about that day, and as I read about the assassination, now that that the anniversary is coming up, I'm struck by the Zapruder film. And now we work in television, so we know that when something is caught on video, if it happened at 11 in the morning, it's on television or it's on a website in a couple of hours later. But that was not the case with that piece of film. It took years for that to become widely available to the American public.
That was one of the other things that I found about the assassination, was that there was a lot of they wanted to get to the bottom of it all, but on the other hand, the Warren Commission wanted to keep certain things secret, and they're still secret. And then we see the Zapruder film, and that just gives rise to all these conspiracy theories that Lee Harvey Oswald was not alone, acting alone. Who knows? And we may not know in my lifetime, I guess, when the full findings become public, sometime maybe 50 years from now.
Jim Kenyon, appreciate your look back. I really do. Thank you. This is the Talk Tonight on CBS 5.